Well, a geologist from the University of Tennessee says heavy rain on the way can trigger more landslides like the one we saw this morning on Highway 321. It happened at Hatcher's Cut between Townsend and Walland. That slide temporarily closed both lanes. 10 News reporter Sean Franklin explains how the rain creates conditions for another slide.
Here on Alcoa Highway, this metal fencing is in place to make sure that we don't see another rock slide like the one that happened on this road in 2013. A UT geology professor that I talked to says that the rainfall that we've been seeing this week can be a trigger for more rock slides.
Well, weather increases the chances by putting an abnormal amount of water in the soil and rock.
UT geology professor Dr. Bob Hatcher says all of our recent rain and more on the way makes rock slides more likely. He says rocks can become overloaded with weight.
So there's somewhat of a buoyant effect also with water. And so you get the bit of buoyancy and then the additional weight, and that overloads the slope.
It's happened many times on major roads in East Tennessee over the years, including slides on I-75 in Campbell County in 2016 and I-40 just over the North Carolina border in 2009. We also saw slides earlier this month on State Route 66 at the Hancock-Hawkins County line and in Anderson County on State Route 116. Hatcher says TDOT uses a few different techniques to limit the slides.
I know that they work all the time to try to identify areas that may have potential for landslides, and they may go in and try to either remove material, bench a road cut, put up high-tech fencing to catch boulders.
Hatcher says they can remove as much rock and loose materials as possible and then reinforce the area.
And they go back into the solid material that's fractured, put 20, 30-foot bolts in there.
Hatcher says he knows many of the geologists that work with TDOT, and he says while rock slides are hard to predict, he says they're always working hard to make sure everyone stays safe. We'll send it back to you.